One of the fastest growing killers in the state could be in your home and hiding in plain sight. Since 2000, opioid overdose deaths have skyrocketed in Michigan, growing tenfold, many of them stemming from fentanyl, an extremely potent synthetic opioid used to treat severe pain.
If you think about a grain of salt, one grain of salt, if that was fentanyl, that could be a deadly dosage. That's how powerful.
For years, dealers laced heroin and cocaine with fentanyl to cut costs. It's also being found in counterfeit prescription pills like Xanax and Oxycontin, often used by young adults and teens.
If DEA were to seize 100 pills right now, somewhere between 20 and 30 of those pills are probably going to be laced with fentanyl.
But would you be able to find those drugs if your son or daughter had them hidden in your home?
Oh my gosh! Now that is good. Really? In a highlighter. That's really scary. Really scary.
The Drug Enforcement Agency is raising awareness about that with its One Pill Can Kill campaign. Spokesman Brian McNeil showed us the most common places teens and young adults stash drugs at home.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some candies, and they're going to be our mock drugs today, our mock pills. And I'm going to hide them throughout the room.
Katie Donovan, a family addiction recovery coach and interventionist, will try to find them. She opened her Macomb Township home to Fox 2 and the DEA for this demonstration. And it's one that strikes a nerve.
Well, unfortunately, I've had a little experience at looking for drugs in different areas. Our oldest daughter has struggled on and off for about 12 years now. I try and stay on top of things, but they're very, very creative.
Katie allowed us to stage the search in her daughter Brittany's old room. We set up a pair of GoPro cameras on both ends of it to better capture the simulation. Typically speaking, how well do parents do trying to find what you guys plant in a room?
Well, there's some, we don't go super James Bond, but, there's some obvious locations that they find. But then we purchase some concealed safes, like we've got a soda can, and you unscrew the cap, and it actually, sure, you can hide keys or some money in there, but we're finding all too often that this is a place that people are hiding drugs, and you can have that delivered to your house for like less than $10.
Brian gets to work stashing our mock pills in about 15 different locations. That fake pop can, behind a picture, in candy wrappers, school supplies, and winter clothes.
I'm gonna find the most unseasonable jacket we can in here, because that's one of our popular ones. Let's go with this nice North Face.
All right, guys, Brian just wrapped up in here, so now we're going to bring Katie in to see if she can find those mock drugs he stashed.
This could be interesting.
The stashed Pepsi can is one of the first things Katie notices.
I feel like I've seen one.
Score.
Score!
Katie finds mock pills in a shoe and a makeup bag.
There we go. There's another.
A remote control and a bottle of Tylenol. And behind the painting.
My daughter sometimes would hide pills on top of frames or bathroom mirrors frames. And this was also a spot where she would, behind here, there's a little ledge, and put some paraphernalia.
It took Katie about 10 minutes to find most of the mock pills hidden in the room. Brian walked her through what she missed, starting with that North Face jacket.
Your reasoning was very sound. You looked in some of the most commonly hidden places. You even talked through one that you didn't go all the way through, in pockets, especially pockets of clothes that aren't in season. You talked your way through this one and talked your way out. It was too obvious. But what's in there?
Gosh!
What's in there? Even though it's not a real potted plant, potted plants are right there. Are common areas.
And lastly,
you missed one, and then this one is really James Bondy. What happens when the bad guy captures the good guy? How does the good guy always escape in the movies? Through the air vents. The good guy always escapes through the air vents.
Oh, and I know that.
You did awesome. I mean, your reasoning was very sound, and you talked through it. I'll give you an A-.
I feel pretty happy with how I did, but also sometimes parents can look as hard as they can and they think, well, I didn't find anything. I searched the room high and low. It can be anywhere.
Katie's experience with her daughter Brittany's addiction journey prompted her to help other families whose loved ones are using drugs. Together, she and Brittany started the blog, A Mother's Addiction Journey. She says parents who suspect their child is using drugs should broach the conversation without judgment, but with a lot of honesty.
We can't be naive and think that our kids aren't going to experiment. They're going to. It's almost like a rite of passage growing up. It's what they're experimenting with now that can be deadly. It's not fun and games anymore. This is very, very serious, and we need to get our heads out of the sand and not think, not my kid. Because anything can happen, even experimenting at one time can be deadly.
Fentanyl remains one of this region's biggest drug threats. And the One Pill Can Kill campaign is just a campaign to put that awareness out there.
Randy Wembley, Fox 2 News.
Just fascinating to see that play out. Well, if you have any leftover prescription pills in your medicine cabinet that you no longer need, get rid of them. You can dispose of them safely by visiting DEA.gov, or you can Google DEA Take Back.